John Parsons, at drupa we find many innovative modern software workflow tools, all claiming to increase efficiency. Are these tools created to support and empower skilled workers or to replace many or most of them?
That really depends on what you mean by skill. The only two decisions a business owner has to make is, will something make my business spend less money, or will it win me new business? And so a lot of the software that we're seeing here at drupa decrease the amount of labor necessary to do something. So by definition, you will have less workers. If their skill means skill at doing things the old way, then it will be replacing what they do. If their skill changes, then they will be able to use the tools, but probably with fewer people will be doing more work through the use of these tools.
What workers' skills and experiences are really needed to handle modern pre-press workflow tools?
I think workers today in this graphic arts business need to have a sense of what works with communication. They need to have a sense of how a piece of printed material or something on the web impacts the receiver of the communication. But the skills that they need are much more technical, much more IT, much more in the line of systems control and integration, and not so much how how a file is put together with PDF or with JDF even, because those things are what's being automated.
We hear a lot about integrated processes, full or partial automation, quality enhancement by software tools, and so on. With all this computerization, who in the workflow chain is now responsible for quality? How can they ensure this? And are they really equipped to do so?
I think even from before all this computerization, the person responsible is the person doing the communicating, the customer. And so the systems, as far as they reveal the process or the unfolding process of communication to the end user with previewing, with soft proofing, with collaboration, I think that person still has that control. In between, the technicians and the artists and the designers and the final producers in the process also need to see that, and they need to communicate with each other. So the responsibility hasn't changed, but the systems need to give everyone the right view of what's happening and see the project unfold and make those decisions quickly and change them so that they can get the work done and get it done the way the original vision was about.
There are a lot of hot topics at the drupa: web to print, workflow and processing, quality and color management, PDF, JDF, and so on. How can anyone choose among them? Are there any reliable guidelines for selecting the right workflow software?
Well, there's no one workflow solution. What you really have to understand is the nature of your own business. Are you trying to bring a specific idea from the originator to the audience? And are you being paid by advertising? Are you being paid internally by lowering your costs? So the answer to that question is not easy. It's easier if you understand what your own business is, what your needs are, and does this lower your costs? Does this give you new opportunities to communicate with people you didn't communicate with before, to get new customers to use your printing, your on-demand, your web to print, whatever your services are? That's the real answer. There is no one right system, but there are better ways than others of getting your business further along.
Looking ahead to drupa 2012, what direction should software providers take to solve remaining problems and to extend their product's functionality?
I think there are some good examples of things that are not yet done. JDF, for example, is very effective at helping print shops communicate internally within the shop. Devices can talk to devices, but we don't yet have a good examples of people using these technologies to communicate out to their customers, having the customers and the providers speaking better to each other. And I think that's something that we need to look for. Not just are these standards good within my shop, within my organization, but do they connect me to my customers? And ultimately, do they connect me to the receivers of my product, delivery, and so on? And also, even though this is a print show, we have to think about going beyond print. What are the ways in which these systems connect me with my customers in ways that are very appropriate for print, but when print is not appropriate, have it be effective in other media as well?